No. Star power this year. We're going to do this.
All
We're
right.
going to do this. If you're on the Citroen Stars, we're ready for you.
I'll be watching.
Hockey night in Utica, big one, as the Comets return home for a crucial North Division matchup.
Yeah, got to start getting those wins, and the team returns home to the Adirondack Bank Center. They're going to host Belleville. That's where Sports Director Spencer Davidson is all set and ready to go. Spencer, good evening.
Good evening, Jason and Kristen. Hello, everyone. Yeah, this one is a really easy stage to set. It could be played just down the street at the Stanley because tonight's game should be pure theater. These two teams just squared off on Monday in a very heated battle, and that was up north in the true north where the Sens played strong and free. But now we're back here in the home of the Brave, and the Comets really need some star-spangled points. Now, why is this game so big? Not only a division rivalry matchup, but let's take a look at the North Division standings coming into the day today, and you could see that the weekend wasn't too kind to Utica, who now finds themselves 9 points behind the Senators for 6th place in the division and 11 points back of the Syracuse Crunch for that all-important 5th and final playoff spot. The Comets have played 46 games so far this year, 2 less than Syracuse, but 2 more than Belleville. So with just 26 games remaining in the regular season, Utica really can't afford to leave these points on the table. That's especially true because this is the final time Utica will see the Senators in the regular season, and it's the last chance for what is essentially a 4-point swing, holding Belleville off the board while simultaneously inching 2 points closer. Now, after entering the month of February red hot, the Comets have cooled off a little bit over the last couple of weeks. The team is now just 4-2 in their last 10 and coming off earning just 1 point out of a possible 6 in their last 3 games. Not going to cut it. That included a 3-0 loss to these very Senators Monday. Utica shot Belleville 34-23 in that one. 2 goals in a 34-second span proved to be the difference. The Senators adding an empty netter to ice it. This game should bring fireworks. Monday's battle ended with some chaos. Series of extracurricular final minute sent multiple players on each side of the locker early, included Comets defender Dmitry Osipov being suspended 2 games for unsportsmanlike conduct, and Belleville blue liner Donovan Sabrango suspended 6 games for leaving the ice during an altercation. So it all should line up for a very good one here tonight. An Oscar-worthy performance with the award show coming up in just a few weeks, and we might see the best picture here. Comets and Senators, they dropped the puck at 7. For now, though, I'll send it back up to you guys.
Hockey night in Utica. It's nice to have midweek.
I know.
Something to look forward to. Spencer, thank you.
Let's get you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm here live at the Adirondack Bank Center for Hockey Night in Utica, and the stage here might as well be on Broadway. The implications are huge. The intensity expected to be at an all-time high, and you can really start to feel the buzz in here as fans start coming in out of the cold. The energy in here starting to feel electrifying. It should be quite the electric North Division battle tonight as the Utica Comets the Belleville Senators for a North Division rivalry matchup, and this is the final time that these two rivals will meet here in the regular season. A lot on the line, and it comes just 48 hours after this rivalry, this heated rivalry, I should say, reached its boiling point. You're not going to want to miss this one, folks. Now, it's a red-hot month of January for Comets, turned into a bit of a cool down here in the month of February. Utica earned one of a possible 6 points in its last 3 games. That included north of the border against these very Senators on Monday. Utica blanked in Belleville despite outshooting the Sens 34-23. 2 goals in a 34-second span of the second period, beating the Comets in that one. Belleville then, of course, adding an empty net late to ice it. Tonight will be the 8th and final regular season meeting between these teams. Utica is 3-1, earning a possible 7 of a possible 14 points in the season series as they chase the Senators in the standings. 2 of those wins for Utica, though, coming in overtime fashion. That includes the last time here at the Aud on February 8th. Seamus Casey being the overtime winner to lift the Comets to a 3-2 victory, one of 2 wins over Belleville here in Utica this season. The other, a 1-0 decision on January 31st as the Comets really been playing much better here at home of late. Utica will, of course, be without Casey here tonight, among those called up to the parent club New Jersey Devils among a series of moves yesterday. Utica will also be without defenseman Dmitry Osipov for this one, suspended for 2 games, including tonight for unsportsmanlike conduct as part of a wild final minute of Monday's contest in Belleville that saw multiple players sent off early for a bit of fight night north of the border. On the other side, the Senators will be without blue line Donovan Sabrango, who has been banned 6 games after leaving the bench to join the altercation with Osipov late. So it was mayhem to close that one out. And the wounds are still fresh, so I'd expect fireworks in this one. Again, playoff-like intensity. It might as well be playoffs, honestly. Taking a look at the North Division standings, and with just 26 games remaining in the regular season, the Comets are essentially fighting for their playoff lives. Still in the basement, Utica comes in 9 points back of Belleville in 6th, with just one more chance tonight for what is essentially a 4-point swing against the Sens. Utica also 11 behind the Syracuse Crunch for that ever-important 5th and final playoff spot, so you really can't afford to leave points on the table from here on out. And speaking of playoffs tonight, we're also keeping our eye out of town and in the area around the region. Playoff hockey in boys ice hockey has gotten underway, and one of the key matchups there is hosting Syracuse in the Division I quarterfinals at Kennedy Arena tonight, and plus Whitesboro's also at home taking on Portland Homer in Division II, New Hartford and Mohawk Valley both on the road. So a busy night of hockey coming your way. And here in Utica, hockey night in Utica at the Adirondack Bank Center, where honestly the Oscars are a couple of weeks away, but we might be seeing the best picture here tonight. Get your popcorn ready. Comets and Sens drop puck at 7 warm-ups in here in just a few minutes from now. And I'll see you later tonight at 11 with highlights and more. News Channel 2 at 6. We'll wrap up after the break.
Now, from the Ford Sports Station, here's Sports Director Spencer Davidson.
Good evening. We're closing in on the home stretch in the AHL regular season, and it's crunch time for the 7th place Utica Comets. Not literally, though, because tonight the team hosted another North Division rival, the 6th place Belleville Senators, to close out their regular season series. The last time out, just 48 hours ago on Monday, ended like this. A Royal Rumble up in Belleville, multiple altercations in an eventful finish, ended with 5 Comets and 3 Senators receiving 10-minute misconducts and being sent to the locker rooms early, including Utica defenseman Dmitry Osipov and Belleville blue liner Donovan Sabrango, earning suspensions from the league. Osipov 2 games and Sabrango 6 for this altercation. That now turns the page tonight here to Utica. The emotions still high, the implications huge, and it's a final crack at each other this year, so get your popcorn ready, folks. It's hockey night in Utica. For the Adirondack Bank Center, the stage is set. One good enough for Broadway. Comets come in earning just one of a possible 6 points in their previous 3 games, including Monday's 3-0 loss to the Sens. Last of 8 meetings between these rivals this year. Utica is 3-3-1 previously. Comets looking to turn their little shop of horrors into a wicked good time and get the fireworks going right away. Nolan Foote cleaning up the loose puck for his 16th of the year, and just 1:14 into this one, Utica is on the board. The future Jersey boys keep pushing. Another chance here as Xavier Perron gets free, sent on a breakaway by Jack Malone, but mamma mia, what a save by Levi Marilainen to keep it a 1-goal game. In the second, same score, just over 4 minutes in, Brian Hallinan in the slot, battling, turns, and fires a backhander top shelf. Greasy goal there. His 18th of the year puts the Comets up by 2. On the west side, the story the next few minutes was the solid play of Nico Dawes. With cats-like reflexes, he kept the Sens at bay with a few key stops, including a big pad save there on a one-timer. Now, Belleville would battle back, but the Comets pull away in the third to take it 5-2 as these beauties turn in a beast of a performance to get a much-needed 2 points. So taking a look at the North Division standings after tonight's results, the Comets pulling within 7 points of the Sens in 6. Belleville does have 2 games in hand over Utica, though. The Comets now back within 9 of the crunch for that crucial 5th and final playoff spot with 2 games at hand on Syracuse. Rochester, meanwhile, pulls back into 1st. And with a win, Laval lost tonight. The Marlies, Monsters, and Crunch are all staying put. Now from here, the Comets hit the road for a back-to-back this weekend in Providence against the Bruins on Friday and in Bridgeport against the Isles on Saturday. They'll return home next Friday night to close out the month against the first-place Amherst. Well, the playoffs for the AHL